I'm so excited. Finally, I get a chance to talk about Gears, our tiny little short grumpy king. Finally. Gears gets like no love in the Transformers toy lines. He hardly gets any toys at all. I don't have his original figure. I'd love to get it someday, his little tiny one. But I do have his Thrilling 30 Little Legends class, which is not even good in my opinion. Well, it's not good for Gears. I'll put it that way. It's not good for Gears. I'll talk about it. But finally, we have a new Gears with the Legacy line. It took forever, but we finally have like a deluxe mini-bot-sized Gears, and he's great. He's fantastic. He's one of the best little deluxes we've gotten in a long time. I love it. I love Gears. Something about him. I've always been a sucker for the grumpy characters. Squidward's always been my favorite SpongeBob character. And Gears is just such a little grumpy guy. His head has always reminded me of Toby from Thomas the Tank Engine. Like, he just has that very blocky, square head. His head almost looks more like a GoBot than a Transformer. It's one of the most unique head designs that I think Transformers has ever seen. And I feel like that might be a reason why they kind of don't want to make Gears toys, because his design is just so odd. But you know what? Here he is. We have a new Gears. Finally got my hands on the new one. I did a Big Bad Toy Store like pile of loot thing, and I waited forever to ship it. And it took so long to ship it. Like, I could have just ordered it on Amazon, or I even saw it at Target before I shipped my pile of loot. But finally, I have the new Gears. But I've had the old Gears for about a decade. I've had this guy for quite some time. And, yeah, I've never really been super happy with it. So as you can see, one is an Old Legends class, now what we would call core class, and one is a deluxe class. And I feel like, you know, making these mini-bots like smaller deluxe classes that are very nicely engineered is definitely the way to go. I'm very happy with the new deluxe Gears. He does have a bit of a backpack, but I don't really care. I think it suits the character well. The new one just looks great. It's Gears. They even hid all of the wheels. All of the wheels are hidden. They didn't even have to do that, and they did it anyway. The old one, man, I don't know. So, let's talk about the old one first. You may be wondering, who's this even tinier little king next to him? This is Eclipse. This is like his little Target Master buddy. And you may be wondering, well, I don't remember a Target Master named Eclipse. Yeah, he's actually based on a Micromaster named Eagle Eye. I did not know that until I looked it up right before this video. Believe it or not, I do research every once in a while. Yeah, I'm not a big Micromaster fan. I just don't like Transformers that are like this small. The smallest I like them are like old Legion class. You know, like the Legion class from, say, Dark of the Moon. That's like the smallest I like them, like Hot Wheels sized. Smaller than that, you lose me. But still, this is a nice little Target Master bro. You know, you can move his little arms. You can flap his little wings so he can fly away like a butterfly. Yeah, he's just a little bro, you know. That's all he is. He does turn into a little Target Master bro. Basically, what you do, you take his body and you remove it from his head. It's so funny just seeing his head floating right there. Now, believe it or not, this is actually one of the best Target Master transformations I've seen. So you take this, and then you actually put it over his head, and then you flip down the handle. And it's very simple, very effective. But I feel like it does a great job at making the, you know, Target Master mode not literally just the robot, but a gun. You know, you can't really see the robot mode bits as obviously. Now, granted, you can see his face, you know, right in between his legs right there, but we're not looking there. We're looking right here. He's got a cool little gun and everything. But yeah, you just have him hold it. It's neat. It's whatever. So you may be wondering, why does he look like Swerve? Well, that's because this is a repaint of the Little Legends Swerve that they did for the Thrilling 30 line. And the Thrilling 30 line had a lot of figures based on the currently running IDW comic books. And the Swerve figure is a perfect representation of IDW Swerve. Because Swerve and Gears have always kind of been like semi-mold mates. So I can definitely see a Swerve retool being made out of the new Gears. But they did Swerve first, and they decided, oh, we'll make a Gears out of Swerve. And it just doesn't work, dude. It doesn't work. So, like, he does have all that stuff around his head, but it's not his head. It's, like, stuff bordering his head. His head still has all the classic Gears sculpting, but it's just so tiny and doesn't really work. And you may see all the red around it. That wasn't there. I painted that on years and years ago. That's why it's kind of like worn off right there. Yeah, it was just all silver. And I went in with some red, and I actually gave it the proper deco, and it still doesn't really help it enough. Like, I just don't really see gears out of this. And you can move the head ever so slightly. You have to, like, remove this back kibble, and you can, like, tilt it forward and back. It's on a hinge, but you cannot rotate it. The head has no rotation whatsoever. And I kind of get it, it is encapsulated within all that shoulder stuff. But I just don't look at this and see gears. I look at this and see IDW Swerve with a Gears makeover, because that's literally what it is. And I'm so happy we're past to the point with Generations where we don't really get these like character regurgitations that are like half-assed. We don't really get them anymore. The worst case, by far, was the old Legends Huffer and Pipes. They were literally Legends class Optimus Prime, but with a new head sculpt. And they didn't even give Pipes a new head sculpt. He just had Huffer's head. Those were by far the worst. And I'm so happy that the mini-bots are finally getting proper attention. But honestly, toy-wise, this isn't bad. I'm going to keep around my Swerve. I still have my Swerve. I'm going to hold on to that, even if they do make a new Swerve. But yeah, his articulation, you already saw the head joint. The shoulders are on like these little whatever me-doos. And on ball joints as well. The elbows are on ball joints. Nothing at the waist. The hips are on ball joints. The knees are on hinges for transformation. And that's it. Just a basic little truck robot boy. I appreciate the pinned and painted wheels, though. Appreciate that. But it's just not good for gears, dude. I don't like it for gears. I like it for Swerve. And now we have a proper representation of our grumpy short king. And look at that head. This head is just so perfect for Gears' weird Toby face. Like, just look at that. Look at how blocky it is. It's so blocky. Like, even look at the back of it. But yeah, it's just such a great head sculpt for Gears. I love it. I love the bright blue eyes. I love the silver, the red little borders on it. It's very nicely done. The chest looks great. I love the look of the chest. And this panel actually can be moved for transformation, but you can actually see some detail inside there. So that's really nice. Wasn't Gears, like, reprogrammed to be nice in the G1 show? I'm pretty sure he was. And he was just like such a nice little guy. I need to rewatch all of G1. I haven't rewatched it in ages. But I guess maybe that's what did they go into his chest to reprogram him, or did they go into his head? I don't remember. But either way, you can get inside him to make him nice if you want, at least through his chest. His arms are just very nicely engineered, little Transformer robot arms. They actually don't really make any part of the vehicle mode. That's why they're very nicely articulated. And they actually have a butterfly joint, which is crazy. I'll talk about that with the articulation. But the rest of them just looks really good. I love the legs. I love that you don't have to see the wheels poking out because they found a way to conceal those. The feet are very cleverly engineered. I love how the feet are engineered. Overall, he just looks great. He's our grumpy little short king. He's got his little gun. He's perfect. He's great. I love him. So his articulation is very, very nice for a little Gears figure. His head's on a ball joint, moves around. He does have enough space for like the backpack where it will kind of like bump it a little bit when you start moving it, but you can work around it. It's not that big of a deal that the backpack's slightly down. I'm not stressing it. I don't know about you, but I'm not. The shoulders, like I showed, are on butterflies. Then they're on hinges outward. You do have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, which I'm pretty sure you need for transformation, but I appreciate it for articulation. Wrist can swivel. Waist can swivel. He has the very nice modern hip engineering where you can move him out all the way and then, out all the way. I guess that's English. Thigh swivel. And then he has very nice pinned double knee joint, which is just so good. Like, you can actually get him kneeling really, really good. It's very rare for a little Transformer like this to kneel convincingly. But here's Gears, looking great kneeling. I mean, look at that. That's an awesome pose. That's sick. Like, this Gears is so good. And on top of all that, he has a very nice ankle pivot as well. It's just so well done. And I can't get over how nice and solid he feels. I love these modern mini-bots. Brawn was great. Beachcomber was great. This one's great. Pipes and Huffer were great. Man, I just love these. Even the new Studio Series Bumblebee, he's great. I love these little mini-bots. So, We've gushed enough about the new Gears. He's great. You should buy him. But we got to transform the old one. We gotta figure this out. So to transform our Eagle Eye / Eclipse, just get him back into robot mode. And you just put the wings, and then boop, there we go. He done. He's a little wheel. That's him. There he is. All right. So this is also very, very simple. We'll just take the canopy right here. I haven't transformed this guy in ages. We'll take this, hinge it around, and then this is on like a little hinge me do, just to kind of... That's probably the reason why the head is on a hinge, just for the transformation, to be honest. And then the arms will just tuck in. You can see he's pretty much already done. It's so basic. Again, nice for Swerve. Nice little basic Legends class for Swerve. But for Gears, I've just never vibed with it. There we go. That's it. It's done. Yeah, nice truck. It's definitely a nice little truck. I enjoy the truck. He's got the little red legs still in the back. Yeah, nice little truck. Again, not really super good for Gears, but yeah, it's a truck. Does it roll good? I think there's too much like stuff around the arm, around this wheel. I don't know. It rolls okay. It rolls okay. Anyways, that's him. New Gears time. So I've only done this once. I figured it out perfectly on my own, but I need to figure it out again. So the backpack here is going to uncurl. Then the chest is going to uncurl. All right, I remember. Do we have to rotate? I don't think we have to rotate that. But we do need to take that panel and move these up. I love how like the top of the truck is actually formed from the foot. I think that's really clever. Yeah, what do we do? The arms. Fold in the arms. Nice and simple. Very stylish arm collapse into the torso. Very nice. And then we'll just take the legs, use those nice double hinges, move them around, get those tabbed in up there. Then we're almost done. We just take the chest, tab that in, tab it in around back, and yep, there we go. It's pretty much it. Just want to make sure the front tabs into the arms. And here is our new Gears in his new truck mode. And that's G1 Gears, dude. That's G1 Gears for sure. I love the just the stoutness of it. I like the painted windows. I enjoy just all the paint. Like, look at all that silver in the front. He still has like the red in the back, but that's just G1 Gears. This, I feel like, is a clever way to make it solid, but not necessarily accurate, having the chest around the back, especially since the Autobot logo is upside down. But it works great. I love how he like totally collapses and everything. This is one heck of a transformation, man. This is really nicely done, for sure. You could probably rotate the head and have like the back part being revealed instead of the face, but I'm never going to display my vehicles like this anyway, so I'm not worried about it. I love this guy. It's so well done. You can store the gun several different spots. Probably can't have it up here, at least unless you do it like this, because of like the ammo clip. But yeah, just very nicely done, man. I love this guy. This Gears is legit. How does the new one roll? Not that well. Unfortunately, his wheels are just kind of pinned, and those are like clipped on, not like pinned. I mean, it rolls. It can roll, but some of the wheels do kind of get stuck. Not the best. But, honestly, other than that, which Gears do you think I prefer? What do you think? You think I like the old Legends one? Nuh-uh. I've never liked it. It's always just felt like a placeholder. And it held its place for a decade, man. It took 10 years to get a proper Gears for my Legacy, not Legacy collection, my whole, Generations Classics collection. Now with the new Legacy one, I have that. I have a Gears I genuinely love and enjoy. I never thought I would have a Gears in my collection that I went crazy for. But here we are. So which one do I think is the winner? You tell me. One that's just Swerve with a new head, or an entirely new sculpted figure? You let me know. You let me know which one is the better one. I definitely suggest grabbing the new one, especially since I feel like it's going to be a figure that's going to get pretty hard to get as time goes on. feel like a lot of the mini bots get tough to get for a while. Like Braun, Cosmos, I mean, thank God he's getting a re-release. Yeah, I definitely suggest getting this Gears. His pre-orders sold out right away, like instantly. But thankfully, he's more readily available now. Still selling out, coming back in stock every once in a while. But get yourself this Gears, man. If you're a G1 fan, get Gears. He's great. Alrighty, with all that rambling out of the way, there we go. There's my old versus new on the old generation's Thrilling 30 Legends Classic Gears and Eclipse, and the new Legacy United. I keep wanting to say Evolution, I don't know why. Legacy United Deluxe Class Gears. This is definitely not a case of me loving both of them. I definitely am very biased towards the new one. I don't even know if I'm going to keep the old one, honestly. I don't know if I will. I might just give it away to somebody. We'll see. Don't ask for it. I'll probably give it to like a friend or a family member. Thank you again very much for watching. Special shout out to channel members, as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.